Welcome to KSR Data Vision, guys. So today we will be starting with the Power Platform course, and we will be starting with the module one, that is Power BI. Okay, so today is day two. We are starting with module one, Power BI. So this is the agenda for the day. I will be introducing you to Power BI. What is Power BI? What are various factors that influence Power BI? What is Power? Then we will be downloading Power BI desktop. So then I will be giving you the product walkthrough that I already discussed yesterday. Like we will be starting from very basic. Like we will be starting with the walkthrough, and then we will build the foundation on top of that. Then there will be a dedicated doubt session where you guys can ask your doubts. First few sessions will be very basic, like because I wanted to because we want to start it for like beginner people. So it is like that. Yeah, I got the link. Let me share it with all of you. Okay, YouTube link I got, meeting chat group. All of you got it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you can do subscribe this channel. Next four sessions will also come here so that you're getting notifications. Okay. So this is how we will be covering the topics today. So now let's go to our whiteboard and then let's discuss about what is Power BI. Okay. Okay. So Power BI. Now who will explain this? What is Power BI? Who would like to give it a shot?
It's a data visualization tool.
Okay.
And it converts raw data into visual data.
It is a business analytical tool from Microsoft where we can visualize the data, we can create the interactive reports and dashboard, and we can gain the insight in the real time.
Okay. Someone mentioned raw data too. What?
Visually,
Okay. Yeah, guys, give your definitions. No issues.
It's also a platform to extract data and to clean up the data, to create dynamic relationships within the data, um, and to write DAX expressions and that kind of thing to make sure that you can actually visually present data intelligently.
This is what you meant? How many of you are aware
ETL.
about this term, ETL?
I don't know what ETL is.
Yeah,
ETL is
extract,
extraction.
transform.
It will extract the data from the source. Transformation means you
Okay,
can
got it.
change the data type. You can add the data type. You can add the column. You can do whatever you want with the data. You want to delete something, you can delete it. You want to add new columns, you want to change the data type, you want to do some merge queries or pen queries. So all those things you can do after you have finished all this transformation. You will be loading the data to Power BI engine. Right, Freddy?
Yeah,
This is what you were telling?
thanks. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. And we can write our business logic with the help of DAX, right? DAX is nothing but data analysis expression.
and Power Query.
Yeah, Power Query will come here only. ETL tool Power Query will be mostly UI based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, guys, Power BI is nothing but it is a data visualization tool where you can create your reports, dashboards, and here you will be able to convert raw data into visualizations with the help of which business can take the decisions on the base that is the data backed decisions. Okay, so it supports ETL process, and we can create business logic in Power BI using DAX. Got it? What is Power BI, guys? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. What about others? Only one yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm getting.
Okay. So I will be expecting like acknowledgement from you after every kind of concept that we are discussing, so that I'm getting the idea that you guys are getting it and I'm not explaining to myself. Okay. Okay. So now, let me go to another page and explain you about ETL. Let me add one more. Okay, it is gone. Let me unhide this thing. Okay. So guys, can someone tell me, like, any one of you know what are ETL tools which are there in the market as of now?
Yeah, we are using multiple ETL tools like I think so. Alteryx is there or something that is just not getting right now. I think
uh, like Informatica, Azure Data
yeah,
Factory.
Informatica. I think ADF. Uh,
Okay. So guys, ETL is the process like which stands for E stands for extraction, transformation, load, where you will be extracting the data from the data source, then you will be transforming the data, and then you will be loading to the target data source. Okay. So suppose this is your source. Okay, so then there will be a process that will be building using ETL tools, and this will do all these things: extraction, transformation, load, and then it will load the data to destination. Basically, it act as a interface between both of them, and it will do all the processing, and it will load the data to the destination. So when we are not when like in journal ETL tool, these are the three ETL tools which are there. There are many more also, but these are the few example. So this is also a altogether different role, ETL developers. Okay, if you know any of these tools, so then you can become ETL developer. But now why I'm explaining this ETL tool, because this is the first process which will be required when you will be doing when you will be creating Power BI report. Okay, so this ETL thing can be done in Power BI using Power Query editor. So for Power BI, you don't need to go to these outside tools and perform ETL process. You can perform the ETL thing like in-house using this Power Query editor. With me? Okay. So now Power BI has two components. Okay, you guys, like I can sense in the previous session, some of you are already working on Power BI. So can someone tell me Power BI has which two components?
Power BI.
Report in a dashboard, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Power BI desktop. What is another one? Power BI
Service.
report.
service. Okay. Report is not a component. A report is the type. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So Power BI Desktop and Power BI Service. Okay. These are the two components which are there in the Power BI. So in Power BI Desktop, this will be a desktop app that will be installed in your system. Okay. And this is a cloud service. Like anyone from anywhere can access it. So suppose you have downloaded a desktop app in Freddy's system. Okay. So if I want to access that, will I be able to access it from India without any remote control?
No.
No, right? So this means this is a desktop app. This has individual dependency on the system. So suppose I have Power BI Service Workspace. Okay. So that workspace name is Power Platform KSR Data Vision. So if Freddy have access to that, he can access that in South Africa, right? Similarly, if access is given to someone else, suppose it is given to who responded yes now, Prasanna, right? Suppose the access is given to Prasanna. So Prasanna, will you be able to access that?
Yes, I can able to access the service.
Right. So this is because this is distributed service, cloud service. And due to that, you will be able to access it anywhere. So this will be used to develop the report. Okay, I will be using the generic term report here as of now. So then we will be discussing what is report, dashboard, all those things. Here it will be used to host the reports. Like what will be the, okay, let me complete this first. So here you will be developing the report, you will be hosting the report. Here not only you will be able to host the report, you can do the schedule refresh. Okay. You can do incremental refresh, various refreshes you can do. Here you can create Power BI app. You will be able to create deployment pipelines. And there are so many features that you can create. Okay. So now can someone tell me, like, if Power BI service is not there, what will be the issue?
If Power BI service is not there, so where we can publish the report, because we are publishing the report from desktop to Power BI service only.
Okay, so that is kind of, suppose it is not there. So then what will be the issues that you will face? Like
We
what do you think will be the challenges?
we could not share the reports with the users.
Yeah, so if Power BI is not, Power BI service is not there, so then what are the various ways to share the report? Prasanna, Mohammed, or anyone?
Then we have
So we
to
should
we have to
share that.
send.
You can
Sorry?
share through mails.
Only .pbx file we can share.
You can.
Yeah,
Yes.
dot .pvx file you can share, right? Like Basu has mentioned, email, SharePoint. Good. So then if you are sharing dot .pvx file with me as a client, what I need to do?
Power BI desktop app required.
I have to download that, right? I
Yeah.
have to download and then like I have to open that. So you can sense how bad behavior user experience it is. Agree?
Yes. Yes. Even security also an issue.
Yeah. Forget about security. That is advanced thing. Just let's discuss the basic things. So suppose then I want to refresh the data after every 1 hour. Suppose after every 1 hour. Then what we need to do in that case?
We can only
Manually.
refresh manually on the Power BI
Manually.
desktop,
Yeah.
but
You
we can't apply the schedule.
Yeah, so schedule refresh is one thing, and the another thing is what will happen? Like you have to refresh the report in your PC again, and then you have to send the email to the client, right?
But don't you have to, well, once you've refreshed, obviously you can publish so that it goes to the desktop, is it not? Up to,
No, Freddy. Like when we will be developing the report in the Power BI service, and when we will be clicking on that publish button, it will publish the report to Power BI service.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
what we are
Yes.
discussing, like if Power BI service altogether is not there, so then what will be the issues that we can face?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are trying to figure out the motivation behind Power BI service, why it is important.
Oh.
Yeah, because like most of us might get a doubt, like if we are doing everything in the Power BI desktop, why the hell Power BI service is required, right? If we are very much beginner into that, we have not worked on that, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so now you guys got it. Like if a Power BI service would not be there, so then you have to share the report manually with the users, and every time when you want to refresh the data, you have to go to the developer again, and you should ask them to refresh the report and share it again. So that will be very bad user experience. This is one of the thing, but there are many more things that you can achieve using Power BI service. So we will be discussing these things in detail for next 3 to 3.5 weeks, whatever it will take. So now let's go to the Google, and I'll explain you how to download the Power BI desktop so that you can download and start working on it. Okay, now let's get started. So for that, what you need to do, you have to go to browser and you can simply say Power BI desktop. You have to click on this link, Power BI desktop Microsoft Power Platform. Then if you will click on download now, let me show you what will happen. If you click on download now, it wants you to open this in Microsoft Office 365 store and download it from there. So might be like you must not have a subscription to that. If you have subscription to Office 365 account, that is well and good. But if you don't have the license, so then like it will not let you download. Okay. So in that case, what you need to do, come back to the page. Instead of clicking on download now, click on advanced download options. So here you can select your language of choice. Okay, so we'll be selecting English, and if you will click on this download, so it will ask you like whether you want this one or 64-bit one. Try with 64-bit one, because most of us will be using advanced PC now, that will be 64 bits. So you will click on download and it will get downloaded. Let me click on download. So look, here it is getting downloaded. Then you can install this. Clear with the download process, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Cool. Now, next thing is, now we will be opening the Power BI report. So installation is very similar to any other installation that you must have done. You will be able to install, right? You guys know now how to install a software in the PC?
Yes.
Yeah. So similarly, like once that file is downloaded, you have to install, and this is how you will be able to see logo here, the icon here. If you will be clicking on that icon, so then it in the Power BI desktop will open. Let's wait for a few seconds. It will take some time to get open. Okay. Meanwhile, how many of you are already working on Power BI desktop?
Me?
Yeah,
Me.
I'm working on.
Yeah, I'm also working.
Okay, Shiva is working. What were the others, guys? Can you please?
Me?
Okay, okay. Freddy is also working. What else? Who else, basically? I think I heard four me. One is Vasu, Freddy. Who are other two?
I'm also
Okay,
Shiva.
Sai. Shiva Sai.
Yeah.
Who else? Okay, let me put it in another way. Who all are completely beginner to Power BI?
I'm beginner.
Okay, Swati is beginner.
I'm also.
Beginner.
Okay,
I'm also learning.
okay. So might be guys who are already working, it might be very basic for you, but we have lot of beginner people here and we have designed the course like that only, like from beginner to intermediate to advanced, everything we will be covering. Like we will be building the story and then we will be completing everything. So might be first few classes will look like, okay, this is cakewalk, like this is very beginner, why this guy is explaining these things. But after few classes you will you can understand why I did that, because I want to bring all 18, 19, 20 people, how many you are there, at the same level. Okay, so that's why we are starting from very beginner. So okay, we are with it. Okay, so this is how it will look like when you will open the Power BI desktop. Let me create a blank report and explain you how it will look like. Okay, so today I will be giving you the walkthrough of entire platform, that is Power BI desktop, so that when we are working on this in the next sessions, you are not getting confused why we are clicking here, why we are doing this. Okay, so we will be starting with the menu icon first. So if you click on file, you will be getting all these things. I think this is self-explanatory. If you want to save as, share, get data and everything. So in Power BI, there is advantage. You can do the similar thing from multiple places. Okay, that you will see in the due course. So this is the first tab, the home tab. So what you guys can do from the home tab is, okay, let me remove this thing from here. Yeah. So what you guys can do from the home tab, if you click on get data, so here you can see these are the data sources which are provided by Power BI, which are supported by Power BI to get the data from them. So if I'll click on more, so this will answer your question like how many data sources are supported, whether you can get the data from a particular data source in Power BI or not. Okay, yeah. So here you can see these are all the data sources from where you can get the data. You can get the data from text file, XML, JSON format, folder, PDF, Parquet file. Similarly, SAP HANA databases, Teradata database, PostgreSQL, Amazon Redshift, Google BigQuery, Snowflake is there. Similarly, like if you want to see the categorization, these are the file format which are supported as of now. These are the databases which are supported. And this is the Microsoft Fabric things which are supported. Then these are the Microsoft Power Platform. So previously, data was name was what, guys? I have explained in the previous session.
Common data service.
Yeah, so instead of, so can someone tell me why they did not remove this? Instead, they named as legacy.
I think this is from previously. I think they are using that. Now they changed the name Dataverse. That's why they're not changed.
Yeah, so they have added the new one, but they did not remove the previous one. Why? Because, can someone tell me?
I think it is already using some people, so maybe
Okay. Who was that? Who explained it is already using people?
it's Ram.
Ram Mohan. Okay. So Ram, like if we have removed this common data service, what you think would be the issue that it has caused?
Already using people will get affected.
Okay. How many of people are able to think along the same lines that Ram is mentioning? Basically, how many of you got it?
No, I'm not getting what he's saying.
Okay, yeah. So basically, this has nothing to link with Power BI. This is just a information that you would be aware about, like in the software development, what will happen. Okay, let me go here, and I will be sharing all these insights with you out of the walks also in the course also. Like, okay, so what will happen, guys? So suppose there are so many reports here. Okay, this is suppose KSR organization who had all these reports. So now we were using common data services. Okay, then Microsoft came and they proposed common data service, and they added some new feature and named the data common data service to Dataverse. So now they had two options to delete this scheme completely and create this new one, and then let people use it. What they follow? They renamed this common data service to legacy, right? You can see that in the Power BI desktop, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So why they renamed this? So suppose if they have removed this altogether, so then all the people who are using common data service, for them all the dashboard must have been broken. Broken in the sense like the connection is broken. This data source is no longer supported. So their dashboards refreshes will fail, and they will not be able to see the data in the visualizations. Agree?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. So whenever like they are releasing, whenever in the software development, whenever you are adding a new feature, your product should be backward compatible. Okay. This is the basic principle. Backward compatible, what it means, like the developments that developers has already done like previously, the new releases should not impact those developments. Okay, because there might be high chances like someone has developed using common data service the Power BI reports, and they have delivered it to the client, right? So now client has offboarded the development team. So in that case, like if it is breaking again, so then their reports will break. They have to spend the development effort again, right? Getting me?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So this will be the issue that will be there. So all of the beginner guys, do you got it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So this is why it is there. So now here Azure is there, online services is there, other is there. So there are like, it is not like that we are having only these many data sources, so we will not be able to connect others. So suppose a data source which is not there, so that also you can connect. Suppose here one example is MongoDB is not there. So for MongoDB, what you need to do, you have to install the ODBC connector in your PC, and with the help of ODBC, you will be able to connect. Okay. So as of now, these are all the data sources which are supported by Power BI, and you will click on get data and the data will be loaded. So here they have given us the frequently used data source. Like if you want to get the data from Excel, you can simply click on Excel workbook, and then it will ask you like where your Excel workbook is, from where you want to load the data. So you can get the data from the Excel workbook. If you click on OK, so then that ETL process will trigger. We will cover that in short time. So then this is the option to create a manual table. Like if you want to use, this is the Dataverse connector. So if you click on recent sources, you will be able to see all the recent sources that you have used. So there is one transform data. So if you click on transform data, let's see what it shows us. Look, it has opened the Power Query editor. So what is Power Query editor, guys? We just discussed it, right?
Yeah, it is the ETL tool.
Yeah. Okay. So then if you click on this again, and there is some data source setting. So here you can see all the connections which are there in the report. Okay, all the connection at once. So suppose you want to change some connection, and you instead of going to every table changing it there, you can change it directly here, and it will get reflected everywhere. Okay. So these are the permissions. If you see data source in current file, we don't have any data source as of now. So that's why it is not visible here. So from here, you will be getting the details about all the data sources which are there in your file. Okay. Now this is a button for manually refreshing the report. As of now, it is disabled because we don't have any data in our report. So this is new visualization, text walks more visuals. So this is Copilot. Copilot is nothing but the Gen AI engine that Microsoft has integrated in Power BI and in every product of them, which will help you in many ways. So this is the visual tab. So similarly, we have this visualization tab here. So from here, you can select any visual, use that. We have this tagged bar chart, we have column bar chart, we have clustered bar chart. So all these visualizations are there. So it is not like that these many visualizations are only there in the Power BI. Suppose you want to use any other visualizations, what you need to do, click on three dots, get more visual, import a visual from a file, remove a visual, restore default visual. So if you click on get more visual, so here Power BI workspace will open. So here you can see there are so many visuals that people has developed. Okay, this is marketplace. So suppose you want to use this water cup, you want to use this play axis, heat map, calendar by MAQ, Gantt chart, bullet chart, zebra by charts, multi-target KPI. So you can use any of this visual, you can import it here and you can use that. So this is nothing what you can compare it with the Play Store in your mobile phones. Okay. And if you have Apple device, you can compare it with the App Store. So you can install anything from here and use it in your Power BI report. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. I'm expecting more yeses from the people.
Yes.
Guys, clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now if you click on this, so from here you can see the page settings. Like this is the page, right? Which is there in your report. So you can see like you can control the page width from here 4:3. If you want to keep it 4:3, if you want to have custom height width, you can put it. You can see the vertical alignment, and you can give the background color to this. Suppose I want the background to this thing, and you can create a image here and upload it here. That will act as an image for this thing, Power BI report. So you can set the transparency. Look, background color of page is changed. So if you are making it 100% transparent, so then it will be obviously white because we are made it 100% transparent. Okay. So here you can add wallpaper. It is the hair filter pane. So these are all the options which are there. Okay. So here there will be one data field, data section where you will be able to see all the data sources which you have loaded in the Power BI report. Clear up to this point, guys? Home sections, this visualization data. So here in filter, you can apply the filter on this page. If you will put the filter on this filter all pages, the same filter will be applied to all the pages which will be there in the report. Suppose in your report you have 50 pages and you want to apply same filter on those 50 pages. So you don't need to go to every page, apply it there. You can simply put a filter on all pages. It will get applied to all 50 pages. Clear, guys? Can I move ahead?
Yes.
So then there is insert tab. If you will click on insert tab, here also the same thing is there. You can add visualizations. There are some AI visuals. There are some. So this is the integration with other products in the Power Platform. So you suppose you want to integrate Power BI with Power Apps, you will be able to integrate from here. You want to integrate Power Automate with your Power BI, you will be able to integrate from here. And these are the few elements. Suppose you want to add some buttons. These are the buttons which are there: left arrow, right arrow, apply all slicers, clear all slicers. Then there are few shapes which are there. And if you want to add an image from your PC, that also you can add. So if I'll go to modeling now, so here you can see you can manage the relationships. Here you can create new table, measure, column, then new parameter, language. So don't get kind of the thing, what is this measure, what is this column? This will be covered entirely. So this session is to make you guys familiar with the product. Okay. So this is view, like you can discuss set like how your page should look like. If you'll click on fit to bid, the look page size is increasing, decreasing, right? So this is how you will be checking that. If you want to see the mobile layout, click on mobile layout. So you will be able to see the mobile layout of the report. This is how it will look in the mobile. Let me disable this. From here also you can control desktop view, mobile view. So this is the filter section. If you don't want to show this filter section, you will click on this. It will go away. This is bookmarks pane that we will be discussing. Bookmark selection, performance analyzer, sync slicers. This everything will be covered in the course. Then in optimize, we have a refresh visual, pause visual, performance analyzer. All these things are related to optimizing your Power BI report. Okay. If you'll click on help, so here you can see the version of your report. If you click on about, you will be able to see like which version you are using. We are using August 2024 releases. This is the user ID. This is the session ID. And here you can see that guided trail learning, training videos, documentation, Power BI blog, community. So everything is here. Okay, whatever you need helps from. So the next important thing is there are few things here. These are very important that we guys will be working day to day. So this first view is the report view. Okay. So this question might get asked in PL 900 also. How many views are there in the Power BI? So first view is the report view. In the report view, you will be able to see all the visualizations which are there. Okay. All the visualizations, all the chart that you will be creating, this will be visible in this view. If you'll click on table view, so the data which you have loaded, the data will be visible in the table view. Okay. And if you'll click on model view, you will be able to create the relationship between the tables that you have loaded with the help of model view. Okay. Here you can see this is the relationship window. So in the DAX query, like here you can write your DAX and get the result. So basically this was not there earlier. Now only it got added. So suppose you want to get the top 10 records, so you can add your DAX here and you can get the data after you click on run. So you can run that and get the data from here. Okay. Clear about all the four views, what they are meant for?
Yes.
Okay. So now what we will do, let us try to load the data from our Excel file here that we have. So we have this Flipkart laptop sales data. If I'll click on open, let me explain you the Power Query editor now. It will take few seconds. Look. So now in my Excel sheet, there is a table named as FPLP. I'll click on this. So here you can see, like you're getting two options, load and transform data. So if you'll click on load directly, what will happen? like the data will get loaded in the Power BI report as it is. Like you will not be able to do anything here. The data will be automatically loaded. Okay. What I want to do something, I want to do some transformations. So the process that you are able to see on your screen, what is this process, guys? From ETL?
Transformation.
Yeah, so this no,
Extracting.
yeah, this is extraction, right? We have extracted the data from the Excel file, correct? So now transformation step you can ignore here and you can click on load, it will get loaded. But we want to do the transformation, so you will click on transform data. Look, so now Power Query editor is opening, right? So look, here you have the Power Query editor. Okay, so in Power Query editor also, suppose you want to add a new source, you can add. So you can get data from these sources and create a new table here if you want. So recent sources also will be there. The similar thing which was there in the Power BI desktop window, data source settings, you will be getting all the data source credentials here. So if you want to refresh this, click on refresh preview, the data will get refreshed. Okay, so properties, advanced editor is nothing but whatever steps you are applying here, it will convert that into code behind the scenes. Yeah, this is the code which is getting converted. You don't need to remember anything or write it here. It will automatically get converted, the steps that you're doing. Suppose I'm deleting this thing. So I want to delete this. I'll click on remove. It will get removed. Here in advanced editor, now you can see it has automatically written this line of code. Okay, so now you can see properties, manage everything we will be using, duplicate reference. So from here you can see you can remove the column. So you can remove the column from here also after selecting, and if you will click on right click here, from here also you can remove. So if you want to copy, you will click on copy and this column will get copied. If you want to remove, it will remove this column. If you want to keep this column and remove all other columns, so in that case what you need to do, you can simply click on remove all other columns. Look, everything is removed and this column is here. Okay, getting me, guys? So then after that, suppose you want to duplicate this column, click on duplicate, that will be there. If you want to add column from example, that also you can add. If you want to remove errors, that also you can remove. If you want to change the data type of this column, that also you can change. Suppose I want to change this to whole number. Look, it is changed 1 to 3. Okay, so now some of them are not, we were not able to convert. So that's why we have some error 1%. So you can replace error, replace values, you can perform group by, you can pivot, unpivot, you can rename the column, you can move the column, you can drill down, you can add it as a new query. So all these things you can do it from here. Okay, so suppose you want to split the column, you can split on the basis of delimiter, number of positions, by positions. You can convert from lowercase to uppercase to lowercase, digit to non-digit. And suppose you want to perform the group by thing, that also you can do. From here also you can change the data type. Okay, so this is how, if suppose you want to use this first row as header, so you will click on this use first row as header, it will convert that. If you want to replace value, that you can replace from here also, and you can do the similar thing from here also, right? So there are multiple ways to do that. Then we have merge queries, append queries. Okay, then if you will click on transform tab, again we can perform group by from here. Again the same option which was there in the first tab. You can do the transports, you can reverse the rows, you can count rows. Here from here also you can change the data type. If you want to automatically detect the data type, that also you can select from here. If you want to rename, from here also you will be able to rename. Similarly, from here also you will be able to replace. So everything which was coming there, like it is there at multiple places. Okay, so now suppose we want to add a column here, so that you can add from multiple base. You can add from examples, you can add using Power M code custom column. Suppose you want to run a custom function, that also you can do. You want to create a conditional column, index column, duplicate column, all these types of column you can create. And in format again, lowercase, uppercase, all these things you can do. If you click on extract, you can extract first letters, last letters, range, text before delimiter, all these things you can do. Don't worry, like this is just a walkthrough. From next session we will be doing the transformation steps. Okay, like we will be loading the data, we will be transforming, we will be creating few columns, we will be replacing error, everything you will see it in action. Okay, so now if you will click on view, so from here you can control these things, like if you want to see these insights or not. So if you click on column distribution, look, it is gone, the graphs. So if you don't want to see the column quality, you can reduce. Okay, so column quality will tell you how many valid columns are there, how many error are there, how many empty are there. If you want to see the graphical representation, you will click on this, you will be able to see the graphical representation. There are 568 distinct and 515 unique columns. So if you click on column profile, look here, you will be able to see the selected column values. Like there are 960 count and there are 7 errors. If I'll select product name, there are 960 count, 568 are distinct, 515 are unique. This is the maximum and this is the minimum column. Okay, so all the column stats you can get it from here, from the view tab. Got it, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, so then we have advanced editor that I have shown you in the first tab also. If I'll click on this, you will be able to see the code which is getting generated in the backend. Then tools, again these are the debugging tools, like which step is taking more time. You can start the diagnosis and see which table is taking more time, and help have the same things which were there in the previous. So similarly, like these are the applied steps that you are getting, that will automatically get applied. You can move them up and down in the order. Okay, so this is how it will work. And whatever you are doing here in the UI, it will automatically get written in the applied step and automatically it get converted into code. So suppose you want to apply the same steps in some other table also, you can simply copy paste this code in the blank query and it will automatically get created. Let me show it to you. If I want to do load this table and perform all these steps again in the new table, so what you need to do, click on new source, click on blank query, go to advanced editor, Control A, Control V. I have copy pasted the same thing. Done. Look, the same table has created for me, right? I did not did anything new here, and the same steps are applied. Got it?
So in duplicate also it will do the same, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it, guys? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, like this was all about the Power BI product walkthrough. What is Power BI? What is Power BI service, that we will cover in the upcoming sessions. So because for the first few sessions, or for the first 5 to 6 sessions, or even more than that, like I will say around 2 weeks, we will be working on this Power BI desktop only. We will be implementing all these features that you have seen today in the classes. We will see, and we will see the real-time use cases of that. What are bookmarks? What are slicers? What are how to sync slicers? That you must have seen here, right? Let me show you, like when to use button, how to make customized button, how to integrate with this thing, what are bookmarks, slicers. So everything we will be implementing, and you can see everything in action in the upcoming classes. So this class was for just a walkthrough, so that you guys are getting it, you guys are getting the gist of the product, so that when we are actually working on the Power BI report, you guys are not getting confused. We have to navigate from where we will get which option. So all these things you will be aware from day one now. So now there is one exercise for you that you need to do. Just go ahead, download this Power BI desktop in your PCs, and then explore everything that like we have explored in the session, so that when you are coming tomorrow, like you are prepared, and then we will start working on the actual report.
Okay.
Do you want me to use the same data set that I used like for Flipkart today, or you want me to create another?
Anyone is fine, no issue.
Yeah, anyone is fine. Basically, main thing is to learn the functionalities, right? So because in this Flipkart dataset, we have everything. We have URLs also, where we will be able to implement dynamic URLs. We have the sales data. Everything is there. So it is like good, because main thing is to learn the functionalities, right?
Yeah, we can use all function on that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, correct. So we will use that, and we will try to create a good report out of it, so that like you guys are good with that. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. So now you guys can ask me your doubts related to session, or whatever doubts you have. Like we are done with the walkthrough, we are done with the Power BI, this thing. Or you want to see the Power BI interface also? Let me show you the service interface also. Anyway, like we will not be working on that. Once our report is completed, we will only then we will be working on that. So for that, what you need to do, guys, search app.powerbi.com. Click on this. So you guys will not be able to access this, because you must not have this KSR credentials created. Okay. So here you can see, like this is how the service will look like. So this is the report that we have hosted, and these are few reports which are created by the previous batches student. So these are the workspaces, and this is suppose let me go to this workspace. So again, like I will be giving you this walkthrough session. So this is how the reports will look like. If I'll click on first report, so this is how the report will look like in the Power BI service. This is created by one of the student. Okay. I will be explaining you everything, how to subscribe to report, how to send automated email from here. Everything will be explained. So just like to get you a hang of it, this is how the Power BI service will look like.
So we will see deployment also from one environment to another. Is it?
Yeah. So this is the deployment pipeline that we have created in the previous session, in the previous batch, development to production.
Yeah, fine.
Yep. Okay, so these things, this Power BI service, you will be able to access all these are premium features. So you will be able to access only like once you are enrolled, and then these things will get this this credential will get created for you, and then you will be able to see this premium license.
Means deployment is not in the pro, is it?
Yeah, it is not in the pro, it is a premium
Okay.
feature.
Okay.
Yeah, this deployment pipelines, then Git integration, all these are premium features. We'll discuss the licensing part also, but that will be in the last, because till then you will be aware about the product, what are the features which are there. So then we will be discussing the licensing also.
Okay, and gateway and RLS, all these are in that common one also, is it?
So for that, Mohammed, for gateway, like we will not be able to install that, because for that server and all those things are required. But I will be explaining you guys why, what are gateways, why it is required, like how to add connection in the gateways, all those things I will be explaining.
No, I'm asking, we can use in pro also, we can use gateway and all these things. I am asking that one.
Yeah, gateway in Pro it is you can use, because that is the
Yeah.
prerequisite if you are using on-prem sources, right? Yeah.
Okay. Only for just environment, sorry, That pipeline we have to create, that one premium required.
Yeah, there are few other features also, but those are advanced features.
Yeah, understood. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. What else? Now we are into doubt session. No doubts. Everything was easy today. Easy peasy.
Yeah, today when DAX will start, then more doubt.
Yeah. No issues like today it will be easy because I wanted to start. Basically, I usually start with this thing only. I will give you the product walkthrough, and then we will start building the actual project, so that like people are aware about the look and feel of the product, so that you are getting gist of it. So all the beginners like who have never opened this Power BI desktop, what about you? Are you feeling you must be having a lot of questions in your head as of now? You guys are totally blank.
One question I want to ask, that it Fabric is also that is related to Power Platform, and that is different thing.
Yeah, Fabric we will be covering na, in the Power BI itself. This is Fabric only. If when I open the Power BI, okay. For Fabric related to Power BI, we will be covering related to Synapse and all that will be covered in Azure. So this is Fabric functionalities only. Okay. Other items you can create with Microsoft Fabric. So we will be covering that in the workspace. This is Fabric only. Let me open this thing again so that you guys are getting idea. Make dot power no app.powerbi.com. Look, this is the Fabric icon, right? It is loading the Fabric UI.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So
So we will.
previously you can't create report directly from here in the workspace. So now with the help of Fabric, you can create the like you can create the Power BI report directly from workspace also.
Okay.
Okay.
These are the advantage of Fabric. Okay.
Yeah, these are the advantages of Fabric. Even this Git integration, deployment pipelines, these all things comes with Fabric only. Previously, it was not there.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Yes, guys. Expecting questions. Swati and who else was there? Prashant, Prasanna.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, can I know that in a Power Apps, how much it is including? So how much we can use in Power BI, like in the Power Apps?
How much you can use, Bhuvan? Can you please explain like your question properly? Like I'm not getting it.
Yeah, okay. So while we working on the Power Apps,
Mm-hmm.
what are the percentage that does Power BI involves in this?
It can be 0% also because it depends on your requirement, right? Suppose you are building a product in the Power App and you don't want to have this data visualization in place. So in that case, you will not be using Power BI.
Okay.
Yeah, because this depends on requirement to requirement, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got an idea that it is in like Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, it is a set, right?
Yeah,
So,
it is separate entities altogether. So suppose you are creating a Canvas app or model driven app and you want to have some data points also related to that, like how many users are interacting, how many users are there in a particular category. So for that you will be creating Power BI report and integrating in your products. But if you don't want this Power BI for that, so then it will not be required. So when Power BI will be required, suppose you have a data somewhere in the SQL server, or you somewhere wherever it is, and your organization want you to implement some data visualizations around that. So in that case, the Power BI will be required. So wherever visualizations come, wherever data visualizations come, wherever insights, business insights come, so then you have to go ahead with the Power BI.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, will you cover Power Virtual Agent also?
Yeah, that is Microsoft Copilot Studio. Everything will be covered in that
Okay.
also.
Okay.
Yeah, as of now, like this will be the first module, then second module will be the Power Apps, because these things, the things which are getting most widely used, we are covering those first. Because if you are good in Power BI, if you know a little bit about SQL and that, you can simply go for data analyst roles, right? If you are not working. So then, like, if you're good with Power BI, if you're good with Canvas apps and model-driven apps, you can apply for the jobs for Power Platform, because mostly questions will be coming from here only. So then we will be covering Power Automate Cloud. Then if you are through till Power Automate Cloud, so then automatically your chances will increase. Then we will cover the Power Automate Desktop, then your Copilot Studio, and then that SQL manipulation thing, and then last one is our admin settings. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Currently I'm working on SQL developer.
Yeah, Bhuvan.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to shift in Power Apps so because it
Yeah.
is a no code, right? So
Yes,
I'm
yes,
from
yes.
the degree background, so that was the reason I'm choosing this path.
Yeah, Bhuvan, it will be good for you. Like, not for Power App, you should focus entirely on Power Platform. Okay, because as you already know SQL, so
Yeah.
Power BI will be cakewalk for you, right? Because
Yeah.
you know that thing. So because then DAX you will be able to write very easily, and even all of you will be able to write. Nothing to worry around that. So like you will be able to relate much faster. Okay, if as a
Yeah.
beginner I have to spend 2 hours, you will be able to do that in 50% of time.
Yeah.
So if you are like attending this course, and if you are through this course, like you are attending all the sessions, you are doing the practice, I can assure you, like I will give my 110% to you. I will explain you everything, even if like it is not there in the curriculum, but I think it is good for you. You should know that. I will explain that. There is no issue. But you also have to give some effort.
Yeah. Definitely.
You have to practice the concepts that we are teaching, where that we are, again, like I use this word teaching, but we are not teaching here. We are training you guys. The thing that we are discussing in the class, you have to implement that. So once you are implementing those things, you will automatically get the confidence, and you will be able to like forget about interviews. You will be able to like work on the things actually in the real life scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mohammed, for your question, you can get in touch with Mahesh and team. They can explain you how to do this. Okay.
Uh, yeah. Can I
So
know that how many days it takes duration of time?
yeah, duration of time, Bhuvan, like the previous batch that we are in the evening as of now. So the evening batch, I think we are into model driven apps now, so that will be getting completed in a few days. So
Yeah.
mostly, like if you will ask me about the content, like the content, all the topics and all those things, that will be covered in 65 to 66 sessions, mostly 70. So then 10 session we will be having for integrating these products here and there. Okay, and then there will be 2-3 sessions for frequently asked interview questions. So mostly, like roughly, if you will ask me, 4 months, 3.5 to 4 months max.
Okay.
Yeah, with all the
Yeah.
sessions.
Yeah. Currently I'm staying in Marthal. Is there any chance to get offline?
Uh, For that, Bhuvan, like I'm not from the admin team, you can get in touch with Mahesh and they can give you the concise information on that.
Okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Any other question? Or Bhuvan, you have any other thing? Okay, guys. Any other question that you have? Okay, Mohammed, it is your first class. Okay, so basically I have already introduced myself yesterday, but again I can introduce it for you. So I am Indrajit. I have around almost now 7 years of experience in this Power Platform. So like I am working as a lead engineer at Striker and I have 3 years of teaching experience. I'm working here with KSR from last 1 year as a trainer, and previously I was associated with KSR as a mentor. I have worked on Power Platform, Dynamics 365 projects, Python, JavaScript, .NET, all those things I have worked on, and I am expert in this Power Platform domain. This is brief intro about me. If you want to know more, you can go ahead, watch the video on YouTube. You will get your answers. If still you have any doubt, you can get in touch with me anytime.
Indrajit, I have one question
Yeah, please go ahead.
regarding the Power Apps. For
Yeah.
custom apps and model-driven apps, do we need any coding other than that expressions?
No, Prasanna, nothing will be required for that. So what you can do is like I'm not sure how to make you understand. Okay, so what you can do, uh, what I will do, guys, like let me request one people from the last in the last session. Okay, we will be having the fifth session on Friday, right? Let me request one guy from my kind of evening batch, and they can explain you like whether coding is required or not, whether we are using any coding or not. Okay, because they have gone through the Power Apps module that was taken care of me. So what we will do, as this is low code no code product and we are learning here for low code no code, so nothing bottom line is no code will be required, and we will not be writing even a single line of code. Only expressions will be required, like, and that for the expressions also I will be letting you know from here, from where you have to search, from where you have to take that, and how it will work. Everything will be covered. You don't need to go ahead and you don't need to cram anything. You don't need to by heart the formulas. Nothing will be required. Everything will be completely code free. We will be creating workflows, we will be creating automations using Power Automate. That will be again UI based, not related to coding. Okay.
Yeah, got it, Indrajit. Thank you.
Yeah. If you want me to show how to integrate this Power Platform with the coding products like JavaScript plugin, that also I can show you, but I don't think it will benefit you guys, because as a Power Platform developer, that is not required. But if for your knowledge, you want me to show that, I am more than happy to show you that. Okay. But before that, first first priority will be to complete everything which is there in the low code no code stuff. And if time is there, if you are interested, I can take one session and show you how this Power Platform products can be integrated with the custom logic in code. Okay.
Okay, Indra.
Yes. Anyone have any doubt? No doubt.
Yeah, for the Power Apps, as you said, like it will take the duration of time. It's up to four months, right?
Power Platform entire codes.
Okay, Power Platform. Does Power Apps include in that?
uh, Sorry, Bhuvan, but you were present in the previous session.
No, this was the first class I am joining.
Okay. Then I was getting frightened, like, okay, you have a president, still you are getting this out. No issues. So what you can do, you can go ahead, watch the video of the yesterday's class. You get all these answers from there. Even it will be revision. I would highly recommend you to watch that.
Okay.
Okay. There we have covered what is Power Platform, what will be covered, what you can expect from us. Everything is covered there.
Okay. I will go through it.
Yeah. Yes, guys. What next? No questions? Prashant, Prasanna, Ram Mohan, Shape,
No, I
Shiva.
don't have no questions till now.
No questions? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prasanna, you were saying something?
No, I'm good. I'm saying no question.
Okay. So now you guys know the drill, what you need to do for today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will install Power BI and we will see.
Yeah, okay. So you can explore and let's meet tomorrow again and we will load the data and we will start with the transformation steps. Okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
fine.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you everyone. Have a good day ahead.